Hello, soft little human? You think surviving today is hard? Traffic. Mondays. That one coworker who microwaves fish? Adorable. Let me take you somewhere that will make Mondays feel like a spa day. We're going back. Way back. 5 stops across prehistoric Earth from the very beginning of time to the one era where humans actually existed and still almost didn't make it. 5 completely different ways the planet tries to kill you. Have you ever wondered what it's like to survive prehistoric Earth? No? Well, you're going anyway. Before we start, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's go. Challenger 1, the very beginning. Also, immediately, the worst one. You arrive, and there is no ground. There is magma, an atmosphere of hydrogen, methane, and ammonia. The sky is the color of a fresh bruise. The temperature at the surface is several hundred degrees. The oceans are boiling, and actual chunks of rock are raining from the sky because the moon is still forming and the debris from its creation hasn't finished falling yet. This is the Hadean Eon, named after Hades, the underworld, because even the scientists who discovered it took one look and said, yeah, that's hell. There is no food, no breathable air, no solid ground, no water that wouldn't dissolve you, no organism anywhere in the universe that has figured out how to exist here yet. This is not a survival challenge. This is the Earth before the concept of survival was invented. You last approximately 2 seconds. Goodbye. Wait, you're still here? Okay, fine. We'll skip ahead. Challenger 2, the Carboniferous period. You appear on solid ground. Progress, genuine progress. You're standing in a dense jungle, massive ferns everywhere, towering trees dripping with moisture. It smells ancient and wet and strangely alive. You take a deep breath. Your head goes light, your fingers tingle, your vision blurs at the edges. You're high. Not metaphorically, the oxygen in the atmosphere right now is 35%. Today's air is 21. You are breathing air so rich that your blood is processing it faster than your brain can handle. Congratulations, you are drunk on air. Now here is why that is a problem. More oxygen means everything that breathes it grows bigger. And we do mean everything. That rustling in the ferns? That's a meganora, a dragonfly, with a wingspan of 70 centimeters, the size of a seagull. A dragonfly the size of a seagull is hovering 6 centimeters from your face right now, deciding if you count as food. You wave it off, it leaves. Okay, that was fine, we're fine. You exhale, you look down at your foot, which is standing directly next to an arthropleura, a millipede, 2.5 meters long, half a meter wide, built like an armored train carriage, currently moving toward you with the calm confidence of something that has never, in its entire evolutionary history, been threatened by anything. Oh, come on. Here's the good news. Arthropleura was a herbivore. It is not going to eat you. It has no interest in you whatsoever. Here's the bad news. It is still a 2.5 meter millipede with 300 legs, and it is currently walking directly over your feet, and there is nothing you can do about that. You just have to stand there and let it happen. You survive, technically. But then the tree next to you catches fire. Because everything catches fire here. The oxygen is so high that a single lightning strike can start a forest fire that burns for years. The entire Carboniferous period is one long, slow, continent-sized explosion. Except it's not slow right now. Right now, it is very fast and it is extremely close to you. Start running. Challenger 3, the Great Dying. This one is not a fair fight. I want you to know that up front. You arrive on a rocky shoreline. The sky is the wrong color, not orange, not brown, something in between that your brain refuses to file as normal. The air smells like sulfur, and underneath it something sharper, something chemical and wrong. You cough, your eyes water immediately. This is the end of the Permian period. The single worst extinction event in the history of life on Earth. Not the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs. That one's coming later, and it's actually less bad than this. The Great Dying wiped out 96% of all marine species and 70% of all land species. Gone. Almost everything. Almost all of it. Here's what's happening around you right now. The Siberian traps, a volcanic region the size of Western Europe, have been erupting continuously for 2 million years. Carbon dioxide in the atmosphere has tripled, the oceans have acidified, global temperature has risen 10 degrees, and now the seafloor is releasing hydrogen sulfide, a toxic gas, in enormous bubbles that drift inland off the surface of the ocean. That sharp smell under the sulfur? That's it. In small doses, hydrogen sulfide smells like rotten eggs. At the concentration currently rolling toward you off the water, it shuts down your ability to breathe. Move. Inland. High ground. Now. You run. Your lungs burn. Your eyes stream. The sky behind you flickers orange. You collapse on a hillside, gasping, you are alive. For now. Because the temperature keeps climbing, the rain is acidic, the food chain has been dismantled from the bottom up, and there is almost nothing left to eat. The Great Dying doesn't kill you in one dramatic moment. It kills everything slowly, systemically, inescapably, like the planet quietly deciding it wants to start over. You survived it. Barely. And only because we said you could. Challenger 4, the Late Cretaceous. Yes, the dinosaur one. You arrive in what will eventually become North America, and your first thought is, it's actually beautiful. Vast inland sea to the east. Open floodplains. Actual flowers, a relatively new invention at this point in Earth's history. The air is warm, the sky is clear. For the first time since this video started, nothing is immediately trying to kill you. Your second thought, something very large is watching you from the tree line. You turn around slowly. That is a Tyrannosaurus rex, 12 meters long, 9 tons, bite force stronger than any land animal that has ever existed, and it is absolutely, completely, entirely focused on you. Now, here is where most people make the fatal mistake. They run. Do not run. T-Rex vision is one of the most misunderstood things in all of paleontology. There is a very famous film that suggested it couldn't see you if you stayed still. That film lied to you. T-Rex had binocular vision sharper than a modern hawk's. It can see you perfectly, whether you move or not. The real reason you stay still, T-Rex is an ambush predator. It is primarily triggered by the sound and vibration of fleeing prey. If you bolt, every instinct it has fires at once. If you are still and downwind, there is a genuine chance it will lose interest and look for something easier. You freeze, you stop breathing, your legs are doing something completely outside your control. The T-Rex sniffs the air, tilts its enormous head, takes one step toward you that shakes the ground under your feet. Then something bolts from the tree line to your left, a young Triceratops, panicked, crashing across the floodplain. The T-Rex is gone before you've processed what happened. 9 tons of animal vanished into the trees in seconds. You breathe. You actually survived a T-Rex encounter. But here's the thing about the Late Cretaceous. Nobody puts in the brochure. The asteroid is coming. It arrives without warning. One morning, the sky is fine. Then there is a light on the horizon brighter than the sun. Then a pressure wave that flattens every tree within 1,000 kilometers. Then darkness, ash and debris blocking the sun for years, the temperature dropping, the food chain collapsing from the top down. You do not survive the asteroid. Nobody does. Well, almost nobody. Some small, terrified, warm-blooded things with fur burrow underground and wait it out. But we'll get to them. Challenger 5, the Ice Age. And this one is personal. You arrive on a flat, open grassland. Wind cutting across frozen ground. Temperature -15. You are wearing nothing. This is the Pleistocene, and here is the good news. Your species already exists. Anatomically modern humans are here. There are people, your people, huddled around a fire somewhere over that ridge, wearing skins, telling stories. The bad news is you have to get to them first. And standing between you and that ridge is a Smilodon. You know this animal as the saber-toothed tiger. It is not a tiger, not even closely related to tigers. It is something older, a cat-like predator the size of a lion with 20-centimeter canine teeth protruding from its upper jaw like bone daggers. It has already seen you. It is low to the ground. It is not going anywhere. Now here's the thing about those famous teeth that nobody tells you. They look indestructible. They are not indestructible. Those sabers could not bite through bone. The force would shatter them. The Smilodon's entire strategy was built around one precise kill bite to soft throat tissue. It first needed to wrestle its prey to the ground using its forelimbs, which were stronger than a modern lion's, and pin it completely still. It needs you to stop moving. So don't stop moving. You grab a rock, you throw it, not at the Smilodon, but to its left. It flinches. One beat of distraction, you sprint right. You run harder than you have ever run. The frozen ground is uneven, and 3 times you almost go down. Behind you, the Smilodon gives chase for about 30 seconds, then it stops. Smilodon was an ambush predator with limited stamina over open ground. If you could create distance, it would cut its losses and wait for something easier. You make it to the ridge. There is a fire, there are people. One of them, without a word, hands you a piece of roasted mammoth. This is the first moment in this entire video where you are genuinely, completely okay. Enjoy it. It lasts about 40 seconds because on the horizon behind the camp, something is moving. Something tall and slow and enormous. Something that doesn't see you because it doesn't need to see you. It doesn't eat you. It doesn't even know you exist. That is a megatherium, a ground sloth, 6 meters tall, 4 tons, claws 30 centimeters long, longer than a T. Rex tooth, it is a herbivore. It wants that tree above you. And in approximately 10 seconds, it is going to stand up, reach for that branch, and step directly on you without ever knowing you were there. Move. 5 eras, one through line. Earth has been trying to kill everything on it since the very beginning. Magma, toxic gas, giant millipedes, asteroids, a 4-ton sloth that doesn't even notice you. And somehow, through every single one of those catastrophes, something survived. Got smaller, got smarter, grew fur, then hands, then language, then cities, then became you. Soft, fragile, absolutely not built for any of this. And still here. If this video didn't finish you off, boop the like button, it really does help. And if you want to know what it's like to go head-to-head with the actual deadliest predators of the Ice Age, Smilodon, dire wolf, the bear that makes grizzlies look like house pets, that one's right here. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Or else.